Hi, back again with another video. Um, Recently I have been having a lot of people come at me, wanting to know any tips or any advice, saying, "Hey, Sonia, I want to start my business. Where do I start? What do I do?" Um, so I guess I am just here to give everybody a few tips and some advice and words of encouragement. Um, First of all, I would definitely ask, does your business make sense financially? Have you actually seen how much it would cost, how much it would start up based on a business plan? And in this business plan, you can get a very precise idea of how your business will be ran day to day. How much it's gonna cost. So you would have your utilities, your rent, um, inventory, whatever your business, all of the cost, and even all of the starting cost. So you have a plan, a concept for your business. And then I guess the money to start off with, you would probably have to, get a loan or from your life savings. Getting investors is a very good idea. Um, so you would need to have a good amount of money depending on what your business is. Some businesses take thousands and thousands of dollars to start up. Some go up to a million, and some probably not need that much money depending on what your business is. Another thing is, how much money are you going to make out of it? Is this going to be a full-time thing, a part-time thing, something on the side? Um, so you also want to see, I know there's a lot of philanthropists and a lot of people kind of wanting to do a business. Do you have time for it? Do you have people supporting you? Well, that's another thing. You got to ask the right questions to the right people. Leave the questions up to the pros, and also advice should be given freely. If anybody is trying to charge you for time, services, and advice, I don't advise that. I feel like there's so many respected people that have done this, have been in the field for a long time, who are more than willing to give free advice. Also, if you're a pioneer, if you're trailblazing on, on your side, um, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of like-minded people. You are not alone. You don't think the same, or too different from people who are also trying to change the world in a positive way. Um, Also, starting a business, a lot of people think we do it because it's a passion, and yes, that's true, but there's a lot of work and a lot of grind, a lot of nights and days, long hours that have to come out of this before anybody even considers you, as a successful business person. You have to basically prove to yourself that you can do it, prove to yourself that you can make your own time, and that you are evolving as a person as well. Um, Anything that you do, you must evolve and you must get better. There's certain types of skills that leaders and business owners need, such as discernment, money management skills, how to be more professional in a setting that kind of makes you uncomfortable. All of those skills you need to learn before you actually go into your business, because you're going to have a rude awakening. And a lot of thank you, Marcus. I know I probably sound very nervous. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of skills that you need to learn. Definitely discernment, money making, money management skills, any other special skills that your business requires you to have. Um, And I know the world always, you make a plan, you write it out, and then once you start, a lot of stuff, seems to be going the wrong way. You probably lose your job. You uh, have a fight with family and such things like that. But just realize that this is a sign of the world and the universe hearing what you have to say, and just putting you up to the test, up to the skills, because the universe, the world knows that you're ready for your big role. So be patient. Um, and yes, contact me if you have any other questions that I might not have answered you, because these are just a few things that I jotted down. Ask questions. Like I said, advice should be given freely. There's a lot of older, retired business people. Look for those. Visit your local chamber. Try to do something with a nonprofit organization. Get your name out there. Guerrilla advertising. Print out a whole bunch of flyers and pass them out. Camera, great job though. Thank you. I am located in Davenport, Iowa. I have a Mexican restaurant. It's a family business. We've been open for 21 years, since 1997. My uncle and another partner opened it up, and back in 2000, we moved from California, and my parents, I was very young back then. My parents actually came from there to serve. So they were servers, at my uncle's restaurant. Eventually, probably like 2 years, they bought 15%, and then they eventually bought 50%. A few years later, my parents bought out my uncle, and for quite some few years, I have been running the restaurants. There was 5 at one point. There's 4 right now, and I currently just run one, the original one that was since 1997. So yes, I do have quite a few years in expertise. This is all I have done my whole life. So I know a little bit about business, a little bit more than the average. Let me see what else. Yeah, definitely look for investors. This is where, going to the local chamber, networking, getting to, boards, looking for to be in committees, just putting yourself out there. Don't be afraid. And never lose that creativity spark, okay? Always remember why you're doing this, and always remember that it's not, Rome was not built in a day, and steer clear of bad influences, because that's when your creativity deteriorates. You do not want to lose that if you're gonna give yourself a huge responsibility, owning a business. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little background, advice, words of encouragement. Any other questions, send them to me. Maybe I can make a video about that. And yes, don't forget to have fun and love what you do.